Amazon getting sued. What do you think of that? So I kind of like this. I mean, I like her. It's a love-hate relationship, shall we say, with Lina Khan. This is the woman who is Bezos' nemesis. Maybe that's why I like her. Anyway, she came out with a report. Yeah, they're down 0.5%, $125.12 a share. Lina Khan came out with a report years ago when she was at Yale. This is here for the Yale Law Review or the Yale Law Journal, forgive me. And she's talking about why Amazon is actually a monopoly. Gulping my water again, so forgive me, those that are listening on the audio show. Anyway, on Apple or on Spotify. Anyway, if you look at the screen here, I have the Yale Law Journal article up by Lina Khan, and she talked about how Amazon was actually a monopoly. Like there's some real antitrust concerns, she said, with Amazon. And she said this because they're effectively into everything, right? That because they're in all these different lines of business, that they have too much sway and too much say. She said, and I'll read from it, "We cannot cognize the potential harms to competition posed by Amazon's dominance if we measure competition primarily through price and output." She's saying, hey, you know what? We're going to look at monopoly different right now. She goes on, specifically, current doctrine underappreciates the risk of predatory pricing and how integration across distinct business lines may prove anti-competitive. Wow. Thank you, Lina Khan. Because this has been my argument all along. Like, look, you look at Amazon, and I've said it's kind of a monopoly. But then somebody who's like a legal scholar in this would, or an antitrust person would come back at me and say, but how can it be a monopoly? Because Amazon is actually ensuring that people get lower prices for everything. And I'm like, yeah, but for how long? Right. And by the way, think about other aspects in which Amazon actually can hurt people, like the sellers. What are the fees that they charge sellers? What about if you are an Amazon affiliate? There are a lot of influencers, for example, that will have Amazon products that they advertise, and they can really reduce commissions quite significant. I mean, there's just a lot of different, basically it's too big. That's how I look at it. And it frightens me when a company becomes that big and therefore has that much sway. And so Lina Khan actually recognized the same things, and she's making the anti-competitive. It's not an American company that is traditional in that it can be in this competitive environment because it has such influence. And so I think it's very interesting. That's not the lawsuit she's bringing today. In fact, Lina Khan is actually targeting Amazon for different reasons, saying that basically they forced people to sign up for Prime. They're suing Amazon over what they call manipulative tactics to enroll users in Prime. I don't know. I kind of like Prime. I use Prime, right? Like, it's kind of a good deal because it's like free shipping. What do they charge now? Some $80 a year. It may have gone up to you guys now. I mean, she's alleging here that they duped millions of customers into Prime subscriptions and made it difficult to cancel their subscriptions to the program. I don't know about that. I mean, I think she's trying to be creative. She's trying to use the law to go after this company. I would only caution that this is a very anti-business administration. So I don't love that. But and I would prefer that they go after this in a traditional sense, like to say, okay, this is actually a monopoly. But this is creative nonetheless.